candidates get confused about that part where they see that the boy of the person who is like above. Some people tend to take the character as a male and some people tend to take the character as a female. Some days back, I had shared this picture with all of you, and many of you had written interesting stories about it. In the last video that I made for another picture, I told you all about observing the picture properly. Now again, if you look at this picture properly, if you start from a point and move clockwise again, you'll see that beneath the girl's head there is a pillow. Many of you tend to write that, she is or they are in a jungle, but she's having a pillow. Okay, if you're writing that it's a camp or something, it's okay. But you can't write that on jungle someone is, making her lie down on the road, because roads don't have pillows in the corners. The next thing that is there is, if you'll go forward, you will see that there's a bandage in the girl's leg. If you look at that bandage carefully, you'll realize that you can make something regarding the ankle sprain as well, or something that can justify the bandage being there. If you move a little forward, you'll see, and many of the candidates get confused about that part where they see that the boy of the person who is like above. Some people tend to take the character as a male and some people tend to take the character as a female. I'll explain in the next video why there's a difference between the opinion of male and female and what is really there. So they also see that the shirt of the character is being pulled. Okay. Now, when you look at the picture carefully, you'll realize that that is there. Okay, but why are these kinds of pictures given to you? These kinds of pictures are given to you in a manner of optical illusion, because a lot of people are there, when they look at one thing, they'll believe that, it is assault. They'll believe this is romance. And some people who keep the emotions aside, they will be able to see the bandage as well. When you see the bandage, you can weave your story according to that. So remember one thing, that you have to observe the picture very, very well. If I talk about optical illusion more, you can just Google what you see first personality test. You'll find a lot of pictures where there are certain pictures where some people see animals, some people see humans hugging, and these are actually the primitive pictures of TAT. Will not say primitive pictures of TAT, but they came first and then TAT came. The reason is they tend to have a fixed objective answer, whereas TAT is a subjective kind of test where the responses can be multiple. But again, based on the thing that you're trying to do or the profession that you're choosing, you have to select things according to that. So again, I repeat, this is a very important thing. Observe the picture properly. If you observe the picture properly, you're doing almost 80% of the thing right. And when you observe the picture properly, just look at the picture and think, had you been there in the picture, what is it that you would have done? And when you will start writing like that, you'll automatically be able to write good. Some people think that if I am an engineer, I have never gone on a trek, then how will I write something about trek? But we all tend to watch a lot of things and then think, what if I was Superman, I was Batman? You don't have to be that, but you have to look at the picture and think, if you would have gone on an adventure, what kind of an adventure would you go to? And here your self-esteem is also determine the kind of goals you're going to create. Because when we feel good about ourselves, like if after gaining so much weight, if I have to go for a trek, I'll choose the easiest trek. So that says about what I feel about myself. Similarly, when you feel good about yourself, you'll create significant goals. But when we feel not that good, or we know that, we might not be able to do that particular thing, we tend to think little of ourselves. So I repeat, observe the picture carefully and then think, had I been there and had I been that particular character, what is it that I would have done as that character? And then you write the response and then it will be your psychology.